Saturday made me realize that, oh, hey, we can CrossFit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this was the first time that we've done it, and heart and lungs were totally fine. It was just getting the work, just continuing to do it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't hard.
Yeah.
It was just different movements, because it was clean and jerks, rowing for cows, and burpee over rower.
That was it, right?
Yeah, it was a 27-minute AMRAP.
27 minutes was a little long.
But we did a pretty good job.
But we did it.
I was proud.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I think we felt fine.
Minus any pull-ups.
Right, sure. Felt fine on any of the strength. I'm just going to mess it up right here in this rep. But the cardio that we do on Tuesday nights really paid off for like the actual endurance portion of that workout.
Yeah, for sure. It's a pretty fun workout. But we're sore, very sore from it. At least I am. For like the burpees and stuff. That'll get you.
It would make a difference because we worked out Friday night this week, which was
and I was sore from that.
Which was her first leg day on a Friday, so first additional leg day, and then we did an additional CrossFit workout. So our bodies just weren't not used to all that, but it was good. Yeah, I'm gonna get the bar set up. See, that one's got a center knurling anyway. It's better for squats. That one doesn't have a center knurling.
It doesn't have what?
A center knurling. This.
Oh.
So like you really shouldn't squat with. These aren't ideal to squat with, but they're relatively universal, but they're not ideal for squatting. Yeah, we didn't know what we were gonna do coming in. We were gonna have to modify the workout at all. But body did a good job recovering overnight, so glutes and low back feel ready. So we kind of peaked last week. We just a heavy set of 3. We're not fucking around with singles. We're not trying to be the world's strongest athlete or anything like that. We'll do that maybe after the 2 more blocks of deadlifts. But so we're jumping to 6 to 8 reps today. We'll probably be like 20 to 30 pounds where we were last time we started last block for 6 to 8 reps. But we'll kind of do 6 to 8. And then once we can hit 3 sets of 8 at that weight, then we'll start to do the 3 to 5 and do that for a couple of weeks and then jump down to our 3 reps again.
Why?
Just so we're always showing some progression. And so either changing the rep range or the weight. And changing the rep range is the safest thing to do at first with a weight that you know you can do. So like I did 355 for 3 last week, so I'm going to go back to 315 because I was not doing that for 8 at the last block. So if I can get 3 sets of 8 today, that's going to be really tell us like, okay, I can do a little jumping next time.
So it's more of a test.
A little bit of a test to see
like if you actually gained strength or if you just moved up in weight.
Yeah. See if you can like own that weight. I think if you can do a weight for 8 reps, that's for 3 sets, that's pretty solid. No form faults or anything like that, then
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's a way to keep track of it without doing like a 1 rep. I don't think a 1 rep is a really good true test for functional strength. Ultimate strength, sure, but
can you explain the difference?
What?
Functional and ultimate.
I kind of just made up applied the functional term in there. I don't know. Maybe people would say endurance in there, but to me, picking things up multiple times, be able to set it back down with success without hurting yourself. That's more functional.
Okay.
Rather than I could just throw 450 pounds on the bar, see if I can do it once and pray that I don't get hurt.
So everybody has functional and ultimate strength within them kind of thing, right? Mm-hmm. You just get to choose which you're training.
Yeah, you get to choose, yeah. And I just don't think like a true 1 rep is safe for most people to do, like on a regular basis.
No.
Like, there's no point.
Yeah. You're not actually training the muscles, you're just maxing them out.
Yeah, it's kind of just feeding feeding the ego. Good to know for if you're gonna run a percentage-based program, like so you want to do 70% of that weight, but you can kind of estimate that too. Mm-hmm. So just generally safer for people. Oh, we didn't do our hip thrusts. We can tell. Just feel a little tight still. You just like tell at that lockout position that hips still, or the back's still a little tight from laying in bed a little bit ago. Really like the addition of the hip thrust to warm up the upper glutes and lumbar spine. You're shooting for 135?
Yeah, so should I just put a plate on?
If you think unless you want that 20-pound increment. I was thinking you were using the 35-pound bar. Want me to go get you some 45s?
Yeah.
Come on, let's see what's going on over here. Nothing. Class is empty.
Oh.
But we should do some stuff out here.
Never sits like this.
I think eventually we'll use the yoke. Do some like yoke walks and stuff. Yeah.
Fat boy.
Thanks.
Oof. Lightweight.
So I think I did 8. All right, good.
I counted for you.
It's really hard to count past 6. Exactly. It's hard on me.
Good job, Dad. That looks really heavy. Now you can carry me to bed, right?
No. Walk up the stairs. Felt like I was gonna like literally push you into the box.
Away.
All right, here you go, kid.
6.
Yeah, 6 to 8. Yep. And 6 is a perfect place to be. I probably won't hit 8 again next. Nice. Nice. You smoked that 8. Smoked it. Nice. Dang. That was solid.
Was. Go me.
Go you. That's 135.
That's pretty
great.
cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. But yeah, I think it's kind of just knowing your limits a little bit. Like, I know, like in terms of like, let's say a group fitness, like if the programmed movement is something that you just never done before, like what's your goal, to get a good workout or to try something new? Like if you want to get a good workout, then scale it to something that you know you can do, where you can hit like the desired stimulus or rep range that they're intending for that workout. But if it's something by yourself, maybe find somebody who can help guide you on that new movement or something. Yeah. YouTube, stuff like that, it counts too. Don't just...
But start low then. And record yourself. That usually helps.
Yeah.
So start low and wait and record, that you can check your form.
Yeah.
Compare that to YouTube maybe.
Right. Yeah, somehow get yourself that feedback.
Or you can come to our movement days and we can teach you how to do it.
Yeah.
There.
But yes, we teach you how to move your body.
Right. Well, we're talking about finding people that can help you, guide you, right? Like
true.
Look for resources like Metro. We're doing movement days. We're open to give advice is like the intention of it, right? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
we're gonna have programming, but if somebody says like, can you teach me how to deadlift? Like,
sure.
Why not?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, tapping into the communities in your area.
Yeah. Yes, talking to people at the gym too. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely. People are generally pretty kind.
So people also love to talk about themselves. So like if they can like show you how to do like a lat pull down or something at the gym, then they're gonna love it.
That's true.
Yeah, like, and they like everyone has their own way of doing something too. So like they've been doing something for 20 years, but you're doing it this way. Some people they'll offer unsolicited advice as well, which is gonna be a little annoying, but you just roll with it.
You have to be open to whatever they're gonna give you.
Yeah, I forget what I was doing. I think I was doing some kind of like tricep cable push down in LA Fitness like a few months ago, and some older gentleman, not super old, but I don't know, he's like in his 60s. He'd been lifting longer than I have, but he was trying to give me like, he's like, oh, if you do this with your elbows versus this, I don't remember what he exactly suggested, then you'll feel it this way, and this way. And then like, I stood there and talked to him for 20 minutes just about different workout methods and things like that. And never once did I like mention my background that, I've been training for 15 years, doesn't matter. Let's try to learn something.
Right.
That I'm a physical therapist, doesn't matter. I'm going to try to learn something. Just like not taking offense to someone sharing the knowledge. They're trying to help you in it the way that they think is right. And just kind of go with it.
Yeah. I think personally, not being in the world, if we're talking about folks who like don't know how to deadlift, don't like it, I think it's hard to trust because there is so many different ways to do it. And like, some people do it stupid.
Right. Yeah.
Because of ego or whatever. Right. So like, I think that
it's hard.
It's hard. Yeah.
Right.
Gather data. All the data.
And that's probably the most realistic way to answer the question, actually. Like, because like it needs to be all of the things. You have to watch videos, you have to like read on it, you have to witness people doing it, have those social interactions, but you do have to try it. And you're not going to do it right the first time or the second time. Like, it is just continuing to practice and just being smart with your loading. So like if you're practicing your deadlift still, you're not going to put 300 pounds on there and just go to town on it. You don't get good with weightlifting overnight. It just takes consistency over time, and then eventually you start moving better. Yeah. And then you can start loading it more.
Yeah. But could somebody set up an appointment with a PT?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, especially I guess at Metro, we can do whatever the fuck we want, right? So like, could it be like, okay, I'm working on my squat, my deadlift, my bench. Like I have these exercises that I want to make sure that I'm doing right. Mm-hmm. Can I set up an hour appointment?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we do like wellness visits, people just wanting to come in and making sure that their body's moving well. We can assess their squat form, their deadlift form, put together like a supplemental like accessory exercise program for them, help them with their programming. Like we can absolutely do that at Metro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like understanding that is a cost, right? Because it is a service. But like if you start with YouTube, you gather all of this data, the more data you have that you can bring to a doc, like the better. Yeah. If you can show Derek the video that you've done at the gym a few times and I felt it here, right? Like he can help you from there. So it almost makes sense for them to like, I guess you could go either way.
You can go either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess like the more you know, like the more that we can kind of like just talk back and forth on the topic rather than starting at the basics. But either way, it works totally fine.
Yeah.
I can give you the basics and then direct you. This is who I would look at. Yeah. For more videos and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So all of that's an option as well.
Right. Yeah, because I get everything's expensive. Hiring a personal trainer is expensive. Personal trainers are great generally, especially when you're learning how to do these things. But like, if you can't afford it, there are other options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To gain the knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely.
One more.
Oh, shit. Wanted to stop at 6, but
I was
kept going. You were counting. Your back felt fine. Just felt heavy. Just didn't want to do it. But I'm glad I did. Come on, one more. Nice. Perfect.
It's a beast.
Perfect deadlift form.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Nice job.
Feel strong.
Perfect hinge. Back stays the same angle the whole time. Just grip it and rip it.
Grip it and rip it.
No, it's very it's just super smooth. You have constant tension throughout the whole movement. Cut up, like it's not like hit this point. You don't have any sticking points.
Sure, yeah.
You kind of just.
I have to like keep reminding myself to like push through my legs at the base of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is fine, right? It's just like
Yeah.
my own internal cues, like, okay, we're back down. And then like kind of reset without resetting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a super cool thing to like mention is that you are thinking about all those cues.
Yeah.
We were just talking about you have to learn these movements. You have to practice them and you have to like get feedback from others, talk about the lifts in order to build these cues.
Yeah.
Like to find what works for you, because like what she thinks about might not work for the next person.
Right.
Like,
but it's important to be mindful of what you're doing regardless.
right.
Like, I think that was in that podcast almost, right? Like being focused on what your body is doing at every rep is like critical to one, not getting injured, but also like actually doing what you're intending to be doing.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Which is easier to do when you're at a really high weight, I think, because you have to be focused on everything being activated to lift the high weight.
It's easier to focus is what you're saying? Yeah.
Easier to like, focus on what everything is doing.
Right.
I think once you get into like the lower weights, it's easier to kind of go on autopilot.
Sure.
And then get injured because you're like not actually contracting something or the other.
Right. Yeah. I think especially if once you have lifted a heavy weight and then you go back down, like that's when people usually get hurt, is when they're in that lighter.
Right.
But maybe for somebody new, a lighter weight for some, it's going to be still heavy. So they might be intentional with what they're doing.
Yeah. So maybe it's more of a something for a me in the world, because you think about everything.
Sure.
Well, you're not a good example.
No, but I mean, even you, like you have an advantage over a lot of people because, like, you know, you're lifting with me, who's encouraging all your cues and stuff.
Right.
Something good to note is that you have to establish a little system as you're doing a lift. Like for me, I walk up to the bar, I get a brace of my core when I'm standing at the top, and then I bend over. I hold that tiny little brace while I'm wrapping these things around there. And then I'll make sure my feet are where I want them to be. And then I'll brace my core really hard. And I shoot my hips up just to build tension in the hamstrings again. That is the downfall of putting these things on. It kind of puts you're kind of hanging out in this no man's land for a second. So you do lose some tension. So me shooting my hips up like helps me like maintain, like keep that tension. But then I lock in and just mainly push on the legs. Just like squeeze the core really hard, push through the legs, and then squeeze the glutes as soon as the bar gets to my knee. Okay, so it's like hips just automatically come forward. So there, just push my legs through the ground, hips forward. Like those are the main things that I think about once I already have all of this locked in.
Yeah. I don't do the hamstring stuff, but I think mostly everything else.
Yeah, it looks
good. I don't need to.
Yeah, it looks good. Be interested if like, because you like do more like a touch and go style. I go for like dead stop and I don't know that I could dead stop this confidently. Or I couldn't touch and go this as confidently. It's like I need to make sure all my tensions are perfect.
Right.
In order for me to move this amount of weight.
Which is something different for me, because I think when I'm higher than this in weight, I don't feel confident touch and go.
Yeah.
Right? Like last week, it was very much so like reset in between. So it all is dependent.
It is, definitely.
On the weight.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot that goes into weightlifting. Pick it up, put it back down.
If only that were it. But it's fun. It's cool. It's data to learn about yourself, which we really like. All data. I don't know. Looking at life like that, I think just like makes it less about you and your brain, right? If you're just collecting data, everything is about collecting data.
Yep.
You're becoming an observer, so you're less like in your mind anxious or angry or whatever, right? Like
absolutely.
Observe. I don't know. Let's go. One more.
Woo!
Your hamstrings from this angle are crazy.
Nice. Those first 4 reps, like
Okay.
flew. I was more intentional with my brace on that set after our discussion.
There you go.
That made an insane difference.
The bracing.
Yeah, the first 2 reps, I was like, holy shit. I like surprised myself when it came off the ground.
There you go. So like us talking was an active cue for you to then remember in the moment.
And I've been lifting for 14 years.
Yeah.
So, see, you never stop learning about this.
You shouldn't
Correct.
ever stop. Even if you know everything about everything, your body is different on a day by day, a month by month, a year by year, right? Like you will change. And so being able to like understand how to make those tweaks appropriately is an important skill.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, my turn. Gotta rip these.
Rip them.
Rip them.
Nice.
I'm surprised. With myself. I guess so.
It's gonna be pretty cool to see what like a second leg day does to our deadlifts for sure. I mean, because like the deadlift just by the way we're picking up off the ground, but it's very squatty. So we're also training squats in addition to this. Like we're gonna really feel that carry over.
Which I didn't do. I just did machines, but
it's just my point stands. Like it'll be very interesting.
Yeah.
It's
isolated work. That's what I'm doing, but you're doing another complementary complex.
And you could squat. Like those front squats felt so good on Friday. So good. Yeah. My abs were super sore from them, which was great.
Yeah. All right, are we done?
Yeah, I was just gonna try to hit some hamstring curls real quick.
Okay.
And then probably take the weight off the bar and then we'll get out of here. Yeah, that was good dosing though. Back's a little fatigued, but glutes and hamstrings are definitely feeling it. It's gonna be a good day, I can tell. Good Monday.
A good week.
I love starting the week with deadlifts. It's a very empowering movement. Gets the body nice and activated. I feel like a beast the rest of the day, so.
Like a beast?
Yeah.
Same.
Well, still very careful after deadlifting that much. Low back is fatigued, so you don't want to just go over, pick up the weights like with bad form. Like, ooh, that seems a little vulnerable because everything's tired. Making sure you're bending over. Again, you don't want to tweak yourself on the light stuff. You just can't let your guards down necessarily. 200 pounds on that the other day on the legs.
I didn't see it.
It's just crazy. Like when I increase weight on these things, it doesn't feel heavier. Yeah, not much heavier. My legs just do it. And obviously if I jump to 170, I'm gonna feel that.
What's the motivation to do a hamstring ISO after doing a deadlift?
Like we use them on deadlift, but they're not like necessarily like in the deadlift. They're like they stabilize your pelvis and your femur. And they kind of do a contracting to produce like the hip extension forward, but they're not hitting like the knee flexion component of it. So it's kind of just a well-rounded way to hit the hamstring. Hamstrings do hip extension and knee flexion. So like really fatigue that muscle, you want to hit both actions. We're doing it at the end because we wanted as much strength as we could get out of them before. The hamstrings are they should be the main mover in a deadlift.
Oh, okay.
We have the quads going now, which you're probably more aware of, but the hamstrings are doing most of the work.
Okay.
Because
so if that's the case, why do we work hamstrings after working hamstrings?
We should do quads, we should do glutes, we should do all of the things afterwards. we're not just choosing just this one. We're choosing this one also because this muscle is affected by sitting the most out of the quads and the glutes. Like we feel that stuff walking around. It's hard to get a good stimulation in here. Hip flexors and hamstrings are what cause probably the majority of our low back pains. So we want to stimulate these muscles when we can, a little extra fatigue. If we had more time, we would probably just run the circuit here. But for time, we're gonna pick one, we're gonna pick this one.
Got it.
Just to combat the effects of sitting and to supplement with the deadlift.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, there's that other component that I didn't talk about yet.
There's so many muscles in your
So
body,
many muscles.
you know. Body's pretty cool.
Body's pretty cool. Yeah, but that's a wrap. Nice deadlift day. Off to a good Monday. Yeah, Sarah killed it.
Thanks.
3 sets at 135. 3 sets of 8.
3 sets of 8. I surprised myself
Yeah,
on that one. It's
super cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so we both have to go up next week. That's how that works.
Yeah. All right, cool. Happy Monday.